Hello there, and welcome to the War Factory for today, January the 4th. Welcome to 2018. I hope you've been having a good one. So, I wanted to start off new year, new War Factory strat, new approach, I guess. And that approach is to first show you what not to do. And conveniently, I can do that with this attack. So, on the right-hand side, that is the way we're going to ultimately go. And as you can see, I just sparked Sparky up there. Yeah, no, I flared Sparky up there. And I popped both the rocket launchers. I didn't mean to grab the extra cannon, but it just kind of worked out. So I went with it because why the heck not? But those rocket launchers are really what we want to go. And then we want to drop all the Riflemen's over on the right-hand side. Now, Rifleman is what you want, especially with like the Rifleman boost and stuff. The medics, however, the two boats of medics that, like, normally if you're going to do like an all-Rifleman rush, you're going to have a couple boats of medics in there and they're going to, you know, heal your medics and do things. You actually, in this case, don't want to do that, and this is why. As you can see, the grapplers over on the left-hand side are snatching some of the riflemen, and then the sniper towers are shooting the riflemen, which hurts them, which means the medics go running over there, which means the grapplers grab medics, and it's a vicious cycle. It continues circling on, and you end up losing essentially 2 boats worth of troops for nothing, along with a whole bunch of heartache and GBE and frustration. So, this is what not to do. Do not use medics for this attack. What you do want to do is all rifles. A full and true army ant rush of nothing but crazy Johnsons all over your screen. Yeah, you know what I mean. Now, I know things are going to get scary up here on the right-hand side, and obviously I didn't go quite as far as I would have liked with the first attack because, well, I completely bungled it. This is kind of how you want to be rolling. I went with Sparky because she could throw out some extra critters, and that's a good thing. Now, with the rocket launchers at, we'll call it like 10 o'clock from the HQ, I decided to get all the way back there with Sparky and spark them would be way too much. You're probably a lot better off to just throw down some artillery and barrage, do some damage to those bad boys, and then move forward up the right-hand side. Now, when you get to the mortars, you're going to lose some riflemen, but it's okay, you've got 2,000 of them. Alright, well, maybe like 200, but whatever. I would suggest starting off with the cryo bomb, just slow everything down, buy yourself some breathing room, and then start hitting with the shocks. One shock can hit all 10 of the mortars if you're really, really careful. If you're not confident with that, just throw down on the 9-pack. Leave that one mortar. So what? It shoots at your critters and your riflemen. It's not a big deal, and you can walk around that right-hand side. Now, what's really neat is I kind of started running out of rifles, so I decided, hey, you know what? I've got Sparky here. I might as well do something with her. And I went on the Spark offense. I am pretty sure I've never actually done this before, or at least to this extent. But it worked really, really nicely. It distracted all of the defenses and protected my rifles while they kind of rolled through and finished off this little front nub of cannons, which is, you know, also a good thing. Now, if you've got the energy, and I kind of like blew all of my energy on the cannons because I was having fun, but the lasers in at 10 o'clock that were with the rocket launchers, you're probably going to want to clean them up, or the shock launchers that are sitting solidly at 9, well, maybe like 8:30, whatever, over there on the left hand of my screen. Because though your rifles will be just out of range of those shock launchers, because there's going to be so many of them, they can kind of curl around, and what's going to happen is they're going to run into problems, start getting hit by the shock launcher and or the lasers from up above. And to emphasize this, I'm going to do it wrong, and I'm going to show you. Also, I forgot to mention the critters from your hero might come into effect. Now, they do work really nicely, actually, to get your troops up to the HQ without it being molested. And this is where things kind of went a little bit crazy, because I flared to what I thought was a fairly decent location, and then all of my troops went all kind of crazy. Like, they pushed up and, like, everything went strange. I think it's because of the sheer number of riflemen. I don't really roll all rifle all the time, so maybe it's just because there's so many of them. But as you can see, they do definitely get pushed forward into that shock range, and also actually down into the machine gun range, which, that one surprised me, I'm not gonna lie to you. However, by pulling back and repositioning, because we took out those lasers, it allows our rifles to curl around in, I guess, at 12 o'clock, a little bit safer, because those riflemen can stay out of range of the shock launchers. However, the few riflemen that do push forward into range can be a bit of a pain in the butt, you know what I'm saying? But that's okay. Throw down cryos, shocks, critters, whatever you got to distract those shock launchers, and you're going to be fine. Critters would actually do really, really well if you threw them up in behind the boom cannon at, say, 12 o'clock from the shock launchers. So you can see it over on the left-hand side, almost between the 150 and the boom cannon. If you threw some critters up there, it would distract the shock launchers and everything would be fine. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining. And above all else, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.